Peace. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Sorry, I just have to. That was in me. I have an affirmation here, and it is I endure in order to catalyze transcending energy. I seal the matrix of self generation with the cosmic tone of presence. I'm guided by the power of abundance. Because you are abundant, and abundance is your birthright. It is our birthright. We are connected and we are one. And that's what brings me to this video, just to ask, how are you doing? And how are you responding to situations as they happen in your life? I have gone through a dark night of the soul over this past weekend, and I've done quite a bit of purging that involved some crying and a little bit of vomiting. My body temperature fluctuated as well, and I just thought about I do have Kundalini activations that are on set by themselves, and I've had these for over a year now. Those particularly happen for me after I do a certain thing, and I'm not going to say because I don't want to go all into that, but that did happen for me. And so when that happened, I knew that I was going through, that confirmed my transformation and what I was experiencing in my life. So with that being said, I just want to say, like, I've been presented with a lot of speech about opposition, attacks, vampires, um, enemies. Enemies are the end of me. And it's all about your perspective, and along with responding to situations, how are you choosing to see things and see people? Because I'm just going to speak for myself. And so with that, I kind of found myself, like, in all that, kind of getting sucked back into a different mindset than what I've come to know and to believe. And everything happens for a reason. And so I firmly believe that this happened to help me to realize how far I've actually come, to see how great my accomplishments have been over time, and to know that I am loved regardless of what anybody else outside of me does or says. And also that, what we are seeing outside of us is just simply a reflection of what's going on the inner, that's helping us to work towards being our best selves in this lifetime. And so I just want to say, stand your ground, be strong, and know that, all is well and everything always works out the way it's supposed to. If we see or experience anyone who is in a lower vibration, in our presence, it's so important to understand and relate and have compassion so that we aren't giving our power away. It's meant for that person to be, or to even make that choice, because that's part of their journey. Now, that's their choice whether they choose to stay in that cycle, or the behavior happens, and what they do after that, and that's where that, coming out of that cycle, that's where all that takes place. And so with that, it's like I just found myself, like, today, like, I was a little judgy. Even, like, on Saturday, this past Saturday, something, I got triggered. And normally, like, just going through everything that I've gone through and having the strength that I have, I've been, straight gliding, everything's all good. But this particular situation really, really, like, stuck to my bones for a little bit. Like, it was really deep in feeling, and I found myself reacting so quickly in a way that was not for my greatest good. And I caught myself real quick and made sure that I forgave myself, that I made sure that, um, I was clearing whatever it was that I put out there at that time, because it was not of a positive nature. And also reflecting and realizing that I did not want to be like that. That was a choice of mine that I made. I experienced it. Don't want to experience it no more. Um, and so that happened. And then today I found myself being almost in blame mode. And I think that's a cop out. I've seen that as a cop out. It's like, no, you need to really go within and hold your own and have that unconditional love. That's the only way for me. And so tying that in with what I've been hearing on the outside about being attacked and having to fight people and energies and all this stuff, it's like, I could easily, like I even said the other day, I like to throw fireballs. I'll throw you a fireball and then throw you a heart. But that's not of my nature. I'm not trying to be in fight mode. Like, I'll just send you some rainbow kisses and, love you and keep it moving. Um, I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, I'm just not, that's not my cup of tea. And so, I just wanted to share this because I know, everybody, or not everybody, I shouldn't say that. But what I just, full moon in Scorpio, because it's Scorpio, it's supposed to be, a dark time. Like, it's like a stereotype. And I have Scorpio in my chart. And so I'm a little, iffy on, how that's being seen. I see the beauty in all things. I know that, we have a negative, or not even, yeah, we have a negative and there's a positive. It's, and then there's the coming together and the beautifulness that is in between, the connectedness that happens, and what all happens with that when those two come together. So you can't have one, you can't have dark without light, you can't have light without dark. I'm totally understanding of that. But the stigma that's just been put on Scorpio altogether, I wonder if that doesn't feed into, some of the play out that most people do because of what others expect out of that particular zodiac. And so, again, I see the beauty in all things. That has been something that I've had to learn boundaries on, because everybody that comes to me is not always on the level of where I'm thinking that they're at. And that's one of the things I've had to learn, was to, give time to really understand before I just go full-fledged into a belief. But I mean, I can only be me at the end of the day. And so I choose happiness. I choose unconditional love. I choose not to judge. I choose not to blame, because it's just going to keep me stuck in a mindset and a lifestyle that is a huge no thank you. So I just wanted to share that. Today is a portal day as well. Whenever you watch this video, today is May 7th, 2020. But today is a portal day. It's a very, very important day, energetic wise. We're in this full moon. Tone 13 as well. And that all goes with, transformation and what it is that you decide for yourself and what you want to see happen for you. Are you going to give your power away, or are you going to stand in your power and go deep within, reflect, and realize what needs to be worked on should we seek anything outside of ourselves for any kind of comfort or relief. So that's all I wanted to say and share. I hope everyone is doing well and that everyone has had a great day. I thank you so much for being in my life and supporting me the way that you do. And I'm just here. I'm simply here to love and to be that light and to help to raise the vibration of the planet. Again, I see the beauty in all things, and as much as someone might come off like a little terrible two child, it's like, oh, that's so cute. I love you. Like, that's just me, and I can only be me. And so I hope with the message that I'm sharing, it's able to help someone to be able to relate to another, and to love one another on an unconditional level. Have compassion, have forgiveness. Know that we are all one. We are all connected. Anything we see outside of us is simply a reflection to help us be our greatest selves. So, peace. I love you.